I guess it's an installation. It's a circle of stone, 13 large stones with a circle of smaller stones, which I call the witnesses, in the inside. The stones themselves all come from the island. There's sandstone, and the one large round stone on the piece behind me is actually what we call a rogue boulder that was found right here while I was excavating the site. So I liked using that here. I call them the standing babas, actually. People here call them the standing stones, but I like the standing babas. The term itself comes from, it's an old term for grandmother, and in the Baltic countries they actually did standing stones that they carved into, they called babas. And there's also a cult called the Standing Babas, who take a pledge never to sit down, and they spend their life standing up. So it seemed an appropriate title for the installation at the time. So we're here on Salt Spring, and all the stones are sandstone, and they come from here. They were blasted and then selected and then moved here. And then one by one I place the stones. They're not connected by anything, but there is a metal pin holding them, and that's to stop them from shaking if there's an earthquake, but it wouldn't stop them from falling over. So they're gravity held. It took myself and the help of another stonemason, Terry Beeman, about 13 months from the start to build this, and also a machine operator. Ron Smith, a local machine operator, had his machine here and worked on it as well through that period of time. So about 13 months from the blast at the quarry. We blasted here on the island, and then about 70 or so of the best stones were chosen and then carefully trucked here, and then started to move them around and prepare them right on the site here. So yeah, about 13 months from start to finish. They were made as I went along. I didn't have drawings or plans for each one. I'd find the best stones for the base, and then I'd mask off and find another stone that I liked the looks of that would sit on it. They all either take 2 stones or 4 stones, and they all average about 17 feet high, and they're about 17 feet apart. As much as possible the way it is, we shape the stone up. I can show more here, you know. So these stones weren't found to fit that way, of course. They're fit together, and then I would shape them up and down until they matched the way I wanted them to match. I also love that as they get older, stones, you know, like wine and not like people, stone looks better and better as it gets older. These stones, these sandstones above ground, will probably only last maybe about 1,000 years, 500 to 1,000 years before they start to really deteriorate. That piece and that tree were always connected, you know, which goes to them being connected to this space, really. I think making a meditative space, you know, to honor the place is kind of part of what I was thinking about.